What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction. In this one, we're taking a look at the debut song from a girl group called Girlkind and their song titled Fanci, spelled F-A-N-C-I, because they're fancy and they don't need to spell it the way that it's supposed to be spelled. Spelling doesn't matter, as we know in K-pop, and spelling just, well, I've also learned in real life that spelling also doesn't necessarily matter either, because as long as people understand, that's the most important thing in, everyday life. So we're going to do what we do in all of these videos. I'm very interested to see what these girls sound like, what their song is, and all that stuff. So I'm going to do what I do in all my videos. I'm going to listen to this song. I'm going to give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and opinions on it, whether I like it or not. If that's something you guys are interested in hearing more of as I cover other K-pop releases from now into the future, please do consider clicking on the subscribe button right down below. So with all that being said, let's get this song started. What's that? It's new. Something like that. All different things, same sounds. It's different company. Was it the same company? I don't know. Maybe they just got a different logo and all that. Oh, I thought for a second there was no sound.
With the girls with the fancy what? With the girls with the flashy what? 네가 말했었던 실력 미모 앞에 가는데 why not me go? Ay, ay. With the girls with the fancy what? What?
Okay. There we go. I was like waiting for, I guess, what the more interesting part of the song. I guess I don't know if that makes any sense, but I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that wearing an IKEA sweater was, high fashion, but, maybe oh my god, are they seriously? They're fancy shirts in the style of what's that sports activewear, whatever brand, Fila? Yeah. Okay. All kinds of interesting stuff in this music video. I'm kind of enjoying this. I guess it could. How much I'm like into this song and what I'm getting out of this song. I think it's a really good, the fact that I've talked about the music video more than I've actually talked about the song. I can kind of, tell you what kind of cool stuff the song's throwing out for me personally, but, which essentially is not a whole lot. But I do think that, one, is not a horrible song. It is, very enjoyable to listen to, that's for sure. So, it's a really solid debut from them, and I think it lays down a pretty good foundation for whatever it is that they're going to release in the future, which I'm definitely interested in. I actually, you know, so this, I enjoyed that. So I don't know, maybe that's alright. I just thought I saw that there was like something that was, anyway, I got distracted. I'm sorry, but I don't know, you know, like I kind of have the idea in the back of my mind that based off of that whole reaction that I just did right there, that like people are like, you didn't really like that song, which I guess I didn't really like that song, but at the same time I did. I don't know if that makes any sense. You know, like listening to it through my first time, it's not necessarily a, you know, song musically that kind of necessarily sort of captured my attention or really got my attention. It's kind of, you know, sort of going along with a little bit of that the electronic sound that's been popular over the last like year and a half or so. You know, the electronic stuff's been where it's at, and there's nothing wrong with that. Doing something that's popular and that is going to be, you know, widely accepted by a lot of fans is always a really solid option to go with when you know, release a song. Even if you're an established group or not, doesn't really matter. So, you know, I don't really have any complaints about that. They didn't necessarily do anything, you know, bring anything particularly amazingly interesting with the song itself. So there isn't really anything in the song that I actually really like. But what I actually did kind of enjoy, though, is that the song itself is a really, I think, really good introduction to the members themselves and kind of what their role is in the group, like who they are, what they're, you know, you hear their voices pretty clearly. You get an idea, you know, of them. So it's not like the music isn't necessarily the thing that is like they're not sharing the stage, I guess, if that makes any sense, with the music. Which I think I say this pretty frequently, but you know, in K-pop, you know, volume levels or, you know, the kind of the balance between like between the vocals and the music, it's mostly really balanced. So there isn't really a moment where the vocals are, you know, distinctly above and very easy to pick out of the song because it's always challenging with the music track for like your attention. In this song, the vocals are definitely something that is at the forefront for people to hear, which is really good, because that is the thing that is the part of the song that I think that I really enjoy. I really like it. The dynamic and just the way that both the couple of rappers in this group and the vocals and all that stuff, how they kind of work together, and the way that all of that stuff was arranged sounded really great. That aspect of the song was fantastic. As far as I'm concerned, the music track to this was really just something to add a little bit of background filler, to give a little bit more structure to the song, just to kind of flesh out and just to fill out whatever it was that was written. You know, I kind of have the idea, which it probably isn't necessarily true, but I kind of do have the idea that they might have started, you know, specifically kind of writing this song, you know, putting together the lyrics, coming up with the melody for the lyrics and the rap lines and the choruses and all that other sort of stuff. And then they kind of filled it out a little bit with the music track. Of course, that's probably not the way that it went. They probably, you know, ultimately bought a music track from a producer somewhere who had, you know, given it to them, or they bought it from wherever people get, you know, wherever producers put music for companies to buy, and then they wrote the lyrics and adjusted the song around it. But, you know, either way, I think that, you know, for a debut song, for a group, for a song that's going to introduce the group and the members, they've done a really good job with doing that specifically. And so as a result, I personally am very much, you know, interested in hearing more of what these girls are going to do, because, you know, first off, musically and through their voices and hearing all that stuff, I'm actually really interested. And then also another somewhat big thing for me too is, you know, it's been very rarely that I've watched a music video for a group and they visually, and there was just something about watching the members and of course hearing them that kind of like sort of there was a little bit of a connection, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like I was like, you know, I think I kind of like you guys, like, you know, and just by, you know, watching them do you know, go through their choreography and all of that sort of stuff. Like I just kind of, you know, feel like, well, honestly, you know, like when people, like, I stand whatever group for whatever reason and they follow them and they got that connection, I kind of feel a little bit of that through this music video and through this song. So that's always a good thing too, you know, whenever something can come out. like you can form a connection with the group a little bit through the music video. That's always a really, really good thing. And I can definitely say that, you know, my interest in that, in who these members are on an individual basis, you know, outside of the group, is definitely much higher than it is for pretty much any other group in K-pop at the moment. And that, like, it's not even a lie. So, you know, I mean, I don't think that it's like I'm going to stay on them level. They're not going to, you know, rise up to being like a biased group level or anything like that necessarily. But, you know, my interest in who these girls are is much higher, just because of, you know, a variety of factors that all came together in the perfect way as I watched this music video and listened to this song. So I enjoyed it. Maybe not the most spectacular song that I've ever heard, but definitely I think a very, very good way to start off their career. And I am absolutely looking forward to hearing new music for them. And of course, if there is anything that's associated with this song, I'm definitely going to be checking it out. So that's all I got to say about the song and music video. Leave whatever your thoughts are on this down in the comment box below. You know, what is it that you liked about them? What is it that you didn't like about them? You know, don't be afraid to share whatever it is that you think, because this community that I'm trying to build here is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if that is a community that you are interested in becoming a part of, then please do consider clicking the subscribe button down below. And of course, if you don't want to miss any of my videos in the future, hit that bell icon to turn notifications on so you can stay updated 24/7. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.